Emerald and Ice facial includes an emerald peel and an ice globe massage. So I prepared the skin by a double cleanse with the Daily Gentle Cleanser to thoroughly degrease and defat the skin. My next step that I did was I used some alcohol to degrease the skin. You can use alcohol or you can use the clarifying toner to degrease once you've done your double cleanse. We are wearing gloves throughout the facial. I did 12 pumps of the emerald peel, and I'm going to apply the peel in quadrants, making sure that the client is comfortable. I will be leaving the peel on for 1 to 3 minutes. So we're going to apply the peel in quadrants. I did apply Vaseline to the mouth, the nose, around the nostrils, and in the corners of the eyes to occlude the mucous membranes. So this peel is an AHA peel, and her concern is sensitivity and hyperpigmentation. So this is an excellent peel, and we can include the neck. So because this is the first time she's had this peel, we're going to leave it on 1 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to ask her, 1 being the least and 10 being the most, what is the sensation that you feel right now?
A 4.
A 4. Okay, so remember, this is her first time having this peel with me. So we're going to be conservative and leave it on 1 to 3 minutes. So a 4, if she gets up to a 6, then I need to remove the peel, or if it's uncomfortable in certain areas, then I can remove it in that area. Okay, so what number are you up to now?
A 5.
5, okay. All right, so we're going to leave it on 1 more minute, so I'll just go through what I did. I did the degrease the skin with the Daily Gentle Cleanser, and I did that twice. I applied the Vaseline to the lips, around the nostrils, and the corner of the eyes. I'm going to leave the peel on now for 1 to 3 minutes. We don't use any steam or any steam towels with this protocol. And then I'm going to use a bowl of cool water. You can put ice in the water, but never ice directly on the face. The ice globes I have placed come from the freezer, and I've placed them in 2 cups of ice. I like to use 2 sets of ice globes, 1 for the lymphatic drainage phase and 1 for the lifting and toning phase. What number are you up to?
6.
6. Okay, she's at a 6, so we're going to go ahead and remove the peel. I put some ice in the water. The water is a pH of 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't rub on the skin. I'm just going to do cold compresses. And remember, the peel may be on the skin for 1 to 3 minutes, but you want to remove it thoroughly, and you want to make sure the client is comfortable, and it could take 15 to 30 minutes to remove the peel. So this is a very active peel, and we're only leaving it on the skin 1 to 3 minutes. Is it going down?
Oh, yeah.
Are there certain areas that are more active than others?
Around the nose.
Around the nose area, okay. Sometimes when the skin is thinner and around the nose, where we blow our nose a lot because of allergies, that area becomes more sensitive. And she does have reds on the skin. So with a client like this, you could always add red LED to the facial. But this peel has lactic and azelaic acid and mandelic. So it's excellent for your rosacea type skin types, because azelaic acid is very good to help reduce redness and inflammation. And with the client that has slight rosacea, you don't want to use any steam or steam towels because you don't want to create any heat in the tissue. Now, my client for post-care, I'm going to make sure that she's aware not to go in the sun, to wear her SPF, chem-free of at least 30, 15 to 30. to not have steam showers or work out for 48 to 72 hours, to not use any chemicals on her face. She could use some mineral makeup if she wanted to, but preferably if she could wear no makeup or mineral 48 hours afterwards. And if she is using any retinol products or any retin-A, we want her to start that 1 week post this facial. We also want to remind the client that she has been exfoliated. So therefore, she does not need to exfoliate, do a mechanical exfoliation or any friction on the skin for 7 days. So what number are we up at now?
Oh, 2.
At 2. Are there certain areas that it's more active than other areas?
Say lower part of the cheek.
Okay. So take your time when you're doing peels. Do not leave the treatment room. Make sure that you're watching your tissue response. Remember, with an AHA peel, the end point is erythema. So, but I am really cooling and calming it down with my cool water. I have 2 ice cubes in the water. And then when I do my ice globe massage, that's going to further cool it down. So just a reminder that this is a neutralizing peel of 28%, and we only leave it on the skin 1 to 3 minutes. If your client is a first-time client, leave it on for 1 minute. But remember, if she's reached a 6, then you've reached your end point, and go ahead and remove it. And you may have to remove certain areas. Some contraindications for a peel: we need an intact epidermis. Nobody must have any lesions on the skin. Pregnancy, herpes simplex. What number are we at now?
1.
1. So
Right.
the other thing you can do is, which was, take your cool towel, your cool 4x4, and you can open it up, and you can apply it to the skin, nice and cool. That really helps cool everything down too. So they really have to be at a 0, and as far as the sensation goes. And I always say that if your client says she's at a 0, then go ahead and neutralize one more time, because sometimes the client gets a little bored with the process of the cold water on the face, and they want to go to the nice fun part, which is the massage or ice globe massage. So what number are you up to now?
I am 0.
She says she's a 0, but do we believe her? No. Remember what House says? Everybody lies, even though my wonderful client here never lies. But I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. And you can see how I'm not rubbing on the skin. I'm just pressing gently with the cold compresses. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blot the skin just to remove excess moisture on the skin. You never want product or water dripping on the client's face, down the client's neck, etc. Okay, and anytime you feel like your client's hair gets a little bit messy, you can always just stop what you're doing and go ahead and there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my marine mask. You can use any gel mask. You can use a marine mask or any gel mask that you have, the aloe and azulene. But I like the marine mask because it's got spirulina in it, which is great, marine extracts to help with inflammation and redness. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my mask. You can apply your mask with a plastic spatula. This is a silicone mask brush that I can disinfect. So provided you're disinfecting your mask brush between clients. So this will give the ice globes a nice slip. So I like to use 2 sets, one for my lymphatic drainage phase and one for the lifting and toning phase. So I'm going to start with my lymphatic drainage. I let my clients touch just slowly so they can feel the coolness of it. And we're going to go downward strokes. And with any type of massage, we always do sets of 3. And you can put eye pads on your clients, but I like to get around the eye with my massage. So that's why I have the eye pads off. But if it's more comfortable, you can, of course. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my lifting and toning phase with my second set of globes. And for this, we're going to do all upward movements on the neck. Starting at the neck, we've got a nice slip and glide with our gel mask. And just let your client know that it is cool. And of course, in the summer, it's nice and cool on the face. In the winter, it still feels great. I have a heated blanket on the client, so they get that kind of cool, hot sensation, and the clients love it. So I'm doing an upward movement and an outward movement. This is really great for acne scarring. This is great for increasing circulation. For tightening on the skin, the one thing your client is going to feel is the tightening on the skin, and that's really going to be great for clients that are worried about their skin laxity. So I'm doing to the side and up, to the side and up. And I like to do my little figure 8s around the mouth and lift the corners of the mouth. I like to do my circles around the eyes, do some figure 8s, because then you can get around that orbital area. Nice lifting and toning, lifting on the temple, moving up the other side. And off. So now you have the mask on the skin, and you're going to go ahead and put your eye pads on the eyes. I take my 4x4 and I'm turn it into a butterfly, and you can apply that to the client's eyes. And then now you can perform the décolleté massage, the hand massage, as well as the, and then remove the mask and then apply your moisturizer and your SPF. So remember, we're going to use cool and tepid water to the end of the facial so that we can make sure that we don't create too much heat in the tissue. So we're going to start the massage of the décolleté while the mask is on. Okay, I like to use a massage oil. You can use a massage cream. And that mask will stay on the skin for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So you have 10 to 15 minutes to massage the décolleté. And again, your massage movements are in sets of 3. And you'll do the décolleté massage as set out by the protocols. And this is a nice relaxing time for them. I like to say results-oriented treatments within the spa environment. So then, of course, you'll remove your massage medium and your mask, and you'll do SPF and give your client their post-care.